Hello and welcome back to the last week of the PWL season for Game 2. I'm your host, Joe Adams, accompanied by Jaquilliam.
Glad to be here today, Joe.
Let's meet the players for today's game, starting with the two ranked players of today's match. Number 4 ranked player Ben Clement of the Bethany Eagles, and number 8 ranked player Tanner Tank Jenkins of the Hillsborough Highlanders. Representing the Rose City Wreckers tonight is Max Carlton.
Playing for the Cedar Mill Shockwave is Travie Patty Severson. Representing the Beaverton Ballers is Jimmy Winkle, and finally, playing for the Aloha Gladiators is Camille Jorgensen. With the introductions aside, let's get to match 1.
Ben Clement's going to be starting as a server, and Camille Jorgensen is a serve receiver. Pretty decent hits here so far. No one really taking a big risk, except for Max Carlton with a great hit, but Ben Clement able to receive that very nice. Wow, what a hit and receive there from those two players right there. Max Carlton just deceptive in his play. And it looks like Jimmy Winkle of the Beaverton Ballers is the first elimination of this match.
Heading on to round 2, once again we have Ben Clement serving to Camille Jorgensen. Looks like they're just getting their positions all set up. And we're off with a nice serve from Ben and a good receive from Camille. This round's already started. And a nice hard one from Max, and even harder one from Ben. I don't know how Camille was able to grab that, but she got that back on the table somehow. And once again, Camille is just having a tough time being after Ben he's after Max, setting him up for some nice rockets, but looks like she's doing pretty well so far. Lasted this long. Let's just see who.
Whoa!
Oh my gosh! A rocket to the very corner.
Let's take a look at that again. Yeah, look at that. Is some deceptive power there from Max Carlton, and hitting it to where Ben Clement was not expecting. And the rest of the players are pretty happy about that one. Max Carlton taking down the king for a regicide.
You know, Joe, I honestly think Ben could have gotten that, but as you can see, he put a lot of power into that. I think he was expecting to make a big play, but was not able to do it.
A reckless force of nature that Ben Clement is. So now here we are in a doubles match. Back and forth here. You have these people just not really being too aggressive here, just going across the full length of the table, not taking it to the side or anything, except for Tanner Jenkins there. And a good corner shot from Max Carlton that Camille's able to receive. And we swap sides here in this double match. Max Carlton making a lot of great shots today, but the Wreckers are glad they have him on his team. And it hits there, maybe Camille's able to do something, but Camille misses the spike, and that means she's going to be out next. We're now down to our final 3.
That's right, Joe. We're on to this final 3 with Travis Slobberson of the Shockwave serving to Tanner Jenkins of the Highlanders. Then hitting to, whoa, that's horrible first serve on Travis. Anyway, the third player is Max Carlton from the Wreckers. Let's see if Travis can have a single brain cell and just... No, he actually cannot. It looks like the rep calls this one on Tanner because of, I think, encouragement of reckless behavior.
Good call there, good call there.
Yep. And looks like we're already off. Oh, a nice quick one from Max. Of course, Travis is able to receive that. And kind of nice one from Tanner, I guess. And Max actually overshoots it. You don't see that too often from Maxwell Carlton.
Yeah, he's been on fire this whole game, but just a little too much power on that one, which means silver. So our first match here, first championship round, is going to be between Tanner Jenkins and Travis Severson. Tanner Jenkins looking to take control early with some power hits, but Travis Severson's doing some nice receives here. Some good back and forth here. Now we're starting to look at the corners of the table, maybe.
Nope, right back down the middle.
It looks like maybe both these players are they try to thrive there a little bit more.
Wow, Travis with some
A good corner shot.
amazing receives. Oh my
Travis Severson
gosh.
showing off the receivability there.
Yep, but not much power in any of these. Just kind of setting up Tanner, but still getting those hits back on the table.
Seems like a battle of unstoppable force versus immovable object.
That's a big comparison right there.
Just defense versus offense right here.
Yep.
Nothing too exciting right now as the players just move it back and forth. Someone trying to make a move, and Travis Severson sends it too far over. Tanner Jenkins wins match 1.
Very exciting match right there. I barely could tell what was even going on half the time.
So the sponsor for this video is, as we saw from last week, the Bethany Eagles. Just thanking all their fans. We know they've had a tough season, a lot of ups and downs with the players, and they just want to say a big thank you to all the PWL fans out there for watching the games.
Yep. I gotta say, Joe, the Eagles may have the least points, but they have the most heart.
Yeah, the Bethany Eagles probably have the best fan base in the PWL. I mean, the Eagle Army, it's classic. So here are match 2, Tanner Jenkins starting to serve, and Jimmy Winkle, the serve receiver, gets Max Carlton out. I mean, oh, it looks like they're actually bringing the play back.
I think it's because of conspiracy, Joe. I don't know if you saw, but Tanner's serve was very, very high, allowing for Jimmy to just put some unnatural power into that.
All right, looks like Max Carlton gets another shot here.
And
Jimmy Winkle gets a serve 1, maybe a serve 2, depending on what they called on that conspiracy charge.
I'm going to say that conspiracy charge was probably on Tanner Jenkins.
That's right. Strong hit there.
Oh, wow.
But a good receive from Travis Severson on the conservative hit.
It's hard to get that man out.
Pretty decent play here as people are moving side to side across the length of the table. A great corner shot from, oh my, and that was so far to the side that Camille wasn't even able to run over there in time. Let's take another look at that. I mean, look at that. Wow. Great hit from Max Carlton.
So much power and control over that ball with just that little swing. I don't know how Max does it.
I think Max Carlton might actually be the avatar, and he has power over all 4 elements.
Or maybe just the element of ping pong balls. But we're going on here into round 2. You can see there's actually a player from the Eagles in the audience, Owen Anderson.
The league's favorite free agent, or as we should say, former free agent.
Oh, that's right, Joe. Oh! And Max Carlton hits the bottom of the table and is out.
I mean, for a guy who's been performing so well on the hits, you'd think maybe he'd have a little bit better defense, but he's just been all offense. And
yeah, sometimes offense does not pay off. Oh my gosh! Rocket from Ben, but Travis still gets it.
Yeah.
Rocket from Tanner, and Jimmy cannot do the same.
I mean, Tanner Jenkins and Ben Clement on the same side of the table. I mean, that's every other hit you're going to be getting a rocket.
Yep. That's a recipe for disaster for whoever's on the other end. But looks like in this top 3 we have Ben Clement, Tanner Jenkins, and Travis Severson. I think it's the first serve on Ben Clement.
Ben Clement trying to take advantage of that serve.
Ooh, that one looks kind of a high one.
He does it again.
Oh. So looks like Travis got lucky there. If that would have hit, there's no way he could have received that.
That's right. So now, I mean, he can't take another chance on this now that he's at serve 2.
And now he's doing a little bit more of a passive serve receive.
Strong hit from Tanner.
Oh.
And Ben, just a little too much power, too little accuracy.
Yeah, once again.
Which means now we have a rematch here between Tanner and Travis Severson.
Oh, first serve on Travis Severson. I gotta say, seeing Travis in those amazing shorts, I gotta say, I have a lot of faith in him. Oh!
Hold on a second. Travis Severson just absolutely dumpstered on Tanner Jenkins.
We don't even get a replay. That's how amazing that was.
So 1/3 into this game at the end of match 2, let's get to the standings, starting with a tie between 8th-ranked player Tanner Jenkins and Travis Severson for first place with 9 points as they met in the championship round both times and are currently 1-1 against each other.
Our second tie is for 3rd place between 4th-ranked player Ben Clement and Max Carlton, who, just like Jenkins and Severson, had the same placements just opposite of one another, with Clement scoring a 5th and 3rd place and Carlton a 3rd and 5th place.
And continuing this fascinating trend, Camille Jorgensen and Jimmy Winkle are both tied for 5th with 2 points each, and just as everyone else in this game, they had the same placements, just swapped, with Jorgensen scoring a 4th and a 6th, and Winkle with a 6th and a 4th. What an oddly patterned beginning to this game, Juquilliam.
That's right, Joe. I think the game script writers are making it a little too obvious now.
Now, they're going to have to really step up their game trying to hide how scripted these games are, but, that doesn't mean they still aren't exciting.
Absolutely. Moving on to this next round, it looks like we have Max Carlton serving to Travis Severson. Let's see how it all plans out.
Strong hit from Ben Clement there. Again, these early games between all these players seem to not be the most exciting, not really too many highlight reel hits going on.
Kind of a close one from Ben there, actually, and Camille. They're getting really close to that far edge of the table.
Ben Clement, good hit.
Almost a body block on
And that's enough to get Camille out, who sends it over the table for her second last place in a row. Hate to see it.
Yep, disappointing, Joe. And moving on to round 2, looks like we have the same serve from Max Carlton to Travis Severson. Ooh, a nice easy one for Tanner. It looks like, a super quick one from Ben, but Jimmy actually gets it. I don't know how, but nice curved one there. And another one from Ben. And Jimmy still gets it, really stepping up his game in this round, I must say, Joe. Wow, yeah, you see, his positioning is just so good, and his accuracy has also improved so much.
And Ben Clement, again, just sending it over the table. This is not like him at all.
Yeah, pretty surprising. Jimmy outlasting Ben in a game.
I mean, Ben Clement, the 4th ranked player in the league. This is above the top 5, and I'm just really bumming down this match.
Absolutely.
Now we got our 4 remaining players. Travis Severson and Tanner Jenkins. And, Max Carlton, the king, trying to use that deceptive power strike, but sends it underneath the table. What a turn of events.
Holy crap. Nobody saw this coming, Joe. And I think that was actually a regicide for Jimmy Winkle. He's going absolutely crazy this round until now. Being after Tanner sucks for pretty much any player in the league, and Jimmy just could not hold his own.
Yeah, I mean, looking at that replay, just a good, strong hit, and Jimmy did his best to move.
He almost got it,
but too much power there to receive.
Yep.
Which means now we'll have our third match between Tanner Jenkins and Travis Severson in 3 matches.
How did he receive that? Holy crap! Maybe the best receiver in the game, in the league. Who knows?
Maybe he might be able to put some offense here. I mean, these two are 1-1 against each other. Whoever wins this match will be taking the personal rivalry.
Well, who knows? Ooh, Tanner putting some real spin on these balls, if you know what I'm talking about. Looks like we're getting another spectator in the back, too. That's just how interesting this game is getting.
Travis looks to go get a really nice corner shot in, but just not enough.
And with that, Joe, it looks like we're going to be getting the second sponsor of today's video.
That's right. The Cedar Mill Shockwave, the current #1 team, and they're projected to win it all. Again, just want to thank all those Cedar Mill fans. All the other teams' fans may hate you, but that's because you're all bandwagons. But thanks for watching, and we might see you next season. If the Cedar Mill aren't disbanded and destroyed.
That's a good point.
When we get in match 4 here, Travis Severson and Max Carlton swap. Travis the new king, as Max Carlton is now the serve receiver. Here's Jimmy Winkle. We all know how he is with balls. I mean, just as I said before, a really conservative play thus far.
Except for Ben Clement, of course.
In the early matches, but you can always expect Ben Clement to be taking a more aggressive approach.
I don't know why, but
and Max Carlton sends it over the table. He gets out. What a bozo!
I'm really just taking after Ben Clement here. just putting too much power into it.
I mean, for the great shots he's had, you wouldn't think that he would do this to himself, but here he is near the bottom of the match.
Yep, sometimes the pressure just gets to people, Joe. But it looks like we're already on to match 2 here, and the ball's live. Let's see if we can get some quick hits going here. Nice receive from Camille Jorgensen there. And, oh, of course, a rocket from Ben. I don't know how Jimmy's always receiving from him and actually doing it successfully, but it's really impressive to see.
Ooh.
Oh!
From Jimmy Winkle.
A corner shot, too. Oh, my gosh.
And as we slow down here.
Oh, but he couldn't.
Oh, man.
He couldn't do a repeat.
A kill for Ben Clement there. Jimmy Winkle had the great receive, but he wasn't able to do it a second time.
Yep. Because nobody's doing anything except for Ben Clement.
This was probably one of the worst serves I've ever seen in my whole life. Travis Severson there gets serve one.
Yep, once again. Oh, and he almost just did it again. What a retard.
But for some reason, Ben decides not to hit that, so that's going to be a serve one on Clement.
And let's see if this one's going to be a good serve for once.
Doubles match here.
And it's not!
And that's a serve two on Travis Severson.
Oh my gosh. What a ridiculous turn of events. There we go. Finally a good one. And Ben decides to hit it this time, thankfully. Ooh, actually a quick one.
Nice power hit there, but Tanner Jenkins gets it and sends it right back, but Camille Jorgensen's able to receive it, and now we're back to the neutral game.
That ball was just rocketing across the table back and forth. That was an amazing display of skill.
Really good succession of hits there from those three. And Ben Clement again just trying to put some power on the ball, but not enough accuracy as he gets out again.
He's trying to make something happen, but it's just really not working out for him. And it looks like now they have Travis serving to Tanner Jenkins and going to Camille Jorgensen. Ooh, a nice hit there. Just not messing up, trying to make it to that championship round. And ooh, kind of a nice, really hard one. Ooh, great receive by Camille there. Can she repeat it? Oh, of course she can. It's no problem for her, really. But, Tanner's just really putting some spin on these balls. Ooh, and it's just too much for Camille. She tried to backhand that, looking the other direction, but it didn't work out.
A smart play from Tanner Jenkins hitting to the non-dominant side. And now here we are for the 4th time in a row, Travis Severson and Tanner Jenkins.
I think that's Travis Severson's... That should have been Travis Severson's 3rd serve.
But now it's going to be a serve one on Tanner Jenkins instead.
All right.
So Tanner Jenkins and Travis Severson already met 3 times. Tanner Jenkins currently in the lead, 2-1 against Travis.
Let's see if he can pull it up to a tie.
These two have just been dominating the match, obviously, with just such high placements.
Yeah.
And there it is, already ended as Tanner Jenkins moves up to 3-1.
Tried to put some spin on it and absolutely flopped.
Well, we're 2/3 into the match, and we're going to have some updated standings now.
Tanner Jenkins took sole possession of first place with back-to-back victories, scoring 19 points thus far. Travis Slauberson once again met him in the championship round both times, where he placed second both times as he moves up to 17 points. The championship round of all 4 matches has been the same matchup every time, and Tanner Jenkins is currently 3-1 against Travis Slauberson in those matches.
Moving up into sole possession for third is Ben Clement with 7 points in what is quickly becoming an incredibly off game for the superstar. The point differential between the top 2 and everyone else in this game at this point seems just too big to overcome. Max Carlton drops into 4th with 6 points, tied with Jimmy Winkle in that position.
Which leaves Camille Jorgensen in last with 5 points after a 5th and 3rd place appearance. Let's see what these players can scramble up over these last 2 matches.
Going into match 5, Jimmy Winkle will be serving, and Tanner Jenkins will be the serve receiver, which means big trouble for the next person in line, Camille Jorgensen, as we know that Tanner Jenkins is a pretty hard hitter.
Really?
And already,
wow.
No,
you called it.
Kind of called it in there, but Camille Jorgensen gets off of a serve receive from Tanner Jenkins.
That is unfortunate. But who I'm really worried about is whoever's after Ben Clement. Is that guy can hit pretty quick. Oh! A freaking amazing hit from Tanner that Travis is actually able to receive. with his magic powers. But let's see if Max does anything special. Oh, a high setup for Ben. And he doesn't do too much with it, but still gets Jimmy out. Maybe just a little bit too close to that camera. Who knows?
Yeah. He backed up, but he wasn't able to get back in time, which means now we're down to our doubles match. Final 4 for match 5. The people who are out right now only got one more chance in the next match to make some points out. But now that the king has gotten out, at least we won't have Tanner Jenkins with the serve receive anymore.
Absolutely. These are really just...
And Max Carlton and Ben Clement this whole game have not been really getting out from other players, but just kind of getting themselves out. And we see that again as Max Carlton gets himself out there.
Yep. Ben Clement and Max Carlton just overall underperforming every single game. It's heartbreaking to see, really. And just as I said that, Ben Clement once again self-destructs and is out.
For the 5th time in a row, Tanner Jenkins and Travis Severson. Travis tries to use up a serve receive, and unsuccessful. It's going to be a serve one on Slauberson.
Oh, yeah. You know, honestly, I got to say, Joe, I got my money on Travie Patty. You can see he's got those oversized shorts on, but that's what's going to really matter in this game.
Adam Sandler gets a serve 2 now. It's going to be one more chance. All right, we start it. The ball's live. Adam Sandler to hit, and he sends it right underneath the table.
Maybe the oversized shorts did not actually work out for him.
Now he's 4. Tanner's now 4-1.
Wow. No real way to come back from that one.
All right, our last sponsor today is the Hillsborough Highlanders. Just again, thanking all the fans for watching as we conclude this season. Gone through 6 great weeks, and we still have the postseason, just one more week ahead of us. And we're excited to see where things go from here. So thanks for watching.
You got to appreciate that glorious beard on that logo right there.
So we're going to be starting off match 6, the last match of the game. Camille Jorgensen will be serving, and receiving will be Ben Clement. We all know Ben Clement thrives off of being a serve receiver. So
especially off a player like Camille Jorgensen.
Might be a problem for Jimmy Winkle, who's receiving.
Or it'll be a problem for Ben Clement, who now has 2 serves. That's ridiculous.
That pretty much erases his ability to do anything. Pretty basic hits around so far. Oh, that one almost got Ben Clement out. It was kind of close. All these hits are kind of hidden towards the very ends of the table.
You can see...
And Ben Clement tries to go for a spike, and he gets out first on a side.
Ladies and gentlemen, I cannot believe it. Ben Clement horrendously underperforming. How many points is that at the end here?
Barely double digits.
Wow, that is really embarrassing.
Yeah, this is 100% the worst we've ever seen Ben Clement play.
Yep. And moving on to the second round here, we got Camille Jorgensen serving to Jimmy Winkle. Finally, with that Ben Clement out of here, we can maybe settle down a little bit, actually. Yeah, just a nice slow one from Camille, nice one from Jimmy. Even Max Carlton is slowing down a little bit. Kind of weird. Everyone's just trying to play conservative and make up some points for the team. And Jimmy hits it with, I think, the side of his paddle. And it goes completely awry, and he is out.
Another elimination for Camille Jorgensen as we get down to our final 4 here.
She's really racking up those KOs.
That's right. Receiving is Max Carlton. Nothing too special so far in the first time around. Twice around, still nothing. And Max Carlton sends it over the table. He and Ben Clement just been doing that all day.
Wow. I mean, no one's really surprised after these last couple of rounds that that's how Max Carlton would get out.
Just SDs and SDs all over the place.
Yeah, absolutely. And in this top 3 of Camille Jorgensen, Tanner Jenkins, and Travis Severson.
Much more exciting gameplay here in the third. Everyone's running around playing on the short side of the table. This is what we like to see. Great hits all around from the players. Already much more exciting than any of the matches we've seen.
I have to agree with you on that one, Joe.
Some fast hits, too.
Oh, kind of a curved one from Travis Severson. That one barely made it on the table, and Camille still got it. Let's see if Tanner can do anything with this one, and it doesn't look like it, unfortunately. And it looks like, wow, some really nice hits on this side of the table, and oh my gosh!
That's Tanner Jenkins' first time outside of the top two as he sends it just to the side of the table. Not enough accuracy on that one.
Wow. I'm sure both of these players are pretty relieved that they get to have a top two without Tanner Jenkins. And just like that, Travis Slauberson has a first serve.
Yep, championship round here. It's the first time someone other than Travis Severson or Tanner Jenkins has made it to the top two.
Kind of a high one there, but Camille doesn't do much with it. And Travis doing some really dumb stuff. Don't know why he's...
And Camille Jorgensen wins.
Wow.
A clutch fiver there at the end.
You can see Owen Anderson just laughing at Travis. Really funny stuff.
Well, at the conclusion of the game, I think we're about to see what the final standings are. Jimmy Winkle fell into last place after three-peating fifth-place finishes, scoring just 8 points total on 2 eliminations and a regicide.
Moving all the way from 6th to 3rd, we have a three-way tie in points as 4th-ranked player Ben Clement has a terrible day, along with Max Carlton and Camille Jorgensen, who all tie with 10 points. Clement loses the tiebreakers with somehow the worst stats of the three, with 3 eliminations and 1 regicide. Max Carlton takes 4th with 3 eliminations and 2 regicides, and Camille Jorgensen takes the bronze with 4 eliminations and being the only person not named Tanner Jenkins or Travis Severson to win a match today with a clutch match 6 victory.
Travis Severson won match 2 and placed second 5 times today to not once place outside the championship round. While he may have been 1-5 in those rounds, he racked up a lot of points on the game's second best stat sheet with 6 eliminations and a regicide. But the winner of today's game is Tanner Jenkins. The number 8 player scored an outstanding 27 points off of 4 match victories, a 4-1 record in the championship round, and never exiting outside of the top 3. And of course, having more than twice as good of stats as the next guy, with 12 eliminations and 3 regicides. The winner for today are the Hillsborough Highlanders.
That'll do it for today's matchup. Make sure to stay tuned for the post-game interview coming to you in just a few seconds. As always, I'm Jaquilliam.
And I'm Joe Adams, and we'll see you next time for Game 3.
Wait, Tanner.
Oh, Tanner's taking the post game. Wait, what?
Zach Ball.
Tanner Jenkins! What are you cooking in there?
I'm cooking a fat dog!